It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin joined here in Indianapolis by Charles Davis. Well, CD, these Colts, they seem to be onto something a few years back. They had the NFL's leading rusher in Jonathan Taylor, but last year, a big fall, down to 4-12-1.
And they want to get back to what they had a few seasons ago, as you alluded to. Can they get Jonathan Taylor going again on the ground, get their offensive line going, and their defense certainly has to play a whole lot better than it did in 2022.
And then for the visiting Bucs, all of a sudden Super Bowl 55 feels like it was a long time ago. Tom Brady retired. Some of the stalwarts of that team have moved on. They did win the NFC South last year, but they did so with a losing record at 8-9.
And sometimes when you have a chance to begin again, other people emerge and play at a level that you don't expect. And that's what Tampa Bay needs from this team in 2023.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium, taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
They go play action. Mayfield. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Mayfield on first down. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. They will run for the first time here with White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He stiff arms him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's 2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Opting to run again here with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive on the ground. It's Wayne. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
Even though the Colts weren't quarterback to start the NFL draft, they wanted a veteran under center this season. They tabbed Minshew as that guy. The mustache and the mullet are in the Circle City, and he is their starter.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Minshew.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Minshew sets to throw. 20! And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And again, knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. McKenzie now to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, He could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Wayne. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Indy set to go on offense once more. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. As the crossing route, he finds Pittman. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion goes the tight end. On the handoff, Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mayfield off the play fake. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Minshew. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have regained the lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back now comes Tampa Bay. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Now Mayfield. And it's caught. Tompkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Play fake, Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield now. That's complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down, here's White. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mayfield on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's White.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, this is White, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are back within a couple of the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for two here. And Minshew will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A second down throw for Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They run straight ahead here with White. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Mayfield off the play fake. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Now Mayfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Taylor, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Opting to run again here with White. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. To return is McKenzie. Gets around him. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now a give to Taylor.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Minshew, 1st and 10.
And this taken in by Downs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll go up the middle with White. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Third and 9 here. Mayfield down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll set up to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 57 yards. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the ball. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start here with a handoff to White. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a give to White. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 3rd down, Mayfield working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to the ground game with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. He'll get this one to Pittman. So no gain on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Baby, get low.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game,
And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 16. 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Baker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they give to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. They run once more with Taylor. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Guys ready to get it on.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.